Hello, everybody. This is Ellis Paul. Welcome to the extended play sessions. Let's get this show on the road. O'clock show. It's so adult. Start drinking now. My name is Robert Wilson. I'm from Encore, Wisconsin. I've been living out of a suitcase now for 14 days. And I walked the boulevard in Hollywood. I caught a Vegas show and was no good. Met a dancer there, starred in a Broadway play. But it's a lonely world from this Greyhound. Oh, believe me, I've been here 14 days, 3,000 miles. Oh, I've come a long way. Now 21, that's as good a guess as any age that I'd confess to. Let's just say I'm old enough to get away. Now back in school I found the only written truth on bathroom stalls and telephone booths. I studied a while, but college got in my way. Man, I've learned much more from the back of this Greyhound. Oh, believe me, I've been here 14 days. Oh, 3,000 miles. Have you seen how the world outside has turned into yours? Hey, we were put here for the learner. People talk to themselves on Greyhounds. Even the driver's strange to hear. They tell the same forgotten story. Will it fall on forgetful air? Comes a woman with 2 kids and a bottle of booze. She cracked them both like match heads whenever they ventured too close to her view. I sat with a girl from Boston playing cards for cigarettes, and I lost her name when the poker game. Though her face I'll never forget. You never forget the view out these windows. I have been here 14 days, 3,000 miles, 3,000 miles. My parents didn't want a folk singer in the family. They wanted someone like you, someone that could afford to go to a folk show, pay and see a folk singer. They wanted to be on your side of the fence. Well, wanted me to be on that side of the fence. And that's okay. I've learned how to live with that. Come on and sit down, y'all. We've been waiting on you. Where the hell have you been? They did everything they could to get the person you're seeing right now, but they didn't know that it was happening. They were unconsciously creating a creative person. When I was in the 3rd grade, I went to my first concert. It was Doc Severinsen from the Tonight Show Orchestra. He came out in this orange jumpsuit. It was sequined, glittering, with a handlebar mustache, mutton chops on the side. He looked like $1 million in 1970s dollars. And I was on the balcony looking down, just completely. I'd never been to see live music before. I didn't know what it could do. And it completely changed my life. And I went home that night. I couldn't fall asleep. I was just dreaming of Doc Severinsen. And when I woke up the next day, there was a trumpet on the end of my bed. My father had planned the whole thing out. And I played all the way through high school. That trumpet ended up being the gateway drug to this. I went to Boston College, not too far from here. Go Eagles. When I went in, I told my parents I was going to be a doctor. I wanted to go into sports medicine. And when I came out, I looked like this. And they thought I had caught some kind of weird virus. And by the time I was 26, they thought it would just burn off, but it hadn't. And my dad decided that he was going to do a one-man intervention with me. I was up at his place up in Maine, going out to a show. The guitar was in my hand. He stopped me on the staircase and he said, "You can't keep doing this." And I said, I can't keep doing what? He said, "You can't keep doing music. You got to think about getting a job. Going back to graduate school, buying a house, getting married, having kids, you can't keep doing this." And it put a wedge between my dad and I for a long, long time. Because I could see myself clearly at 26. I knew that, in 33 years, I was going to be playing in Norwood, Massachusetts at the Fallout Shelter. I could see my whole future just paved in front of me like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz. And finally, I figured out what my dad was really trying to say. And it really had nothing to do with me. It had a lot to do with him. But I didn't figure it out until just a few months ago. I was taking my girls to school, 16 and 18 years old, and we were having one of those conversations in the car. What are you going to do with your lives? Where are you going to be in 5 years, in 10 years? Where are you going to live? If you could choose any occupation you could choose, what would it be? And my daughter Ella, in the back, she said, "I want to be an actress." Now, my father, I knew what he meant when he told me to quit music. He told me, you got to quit, get a job, as if this isn't a job. But he was really trying to say was, "Please don't live in my basement." That was what he was really trying to tell me. And so I'm driving along with my girls in the car. My daughter says she wants to be an actress, and the first thing that comes to mind is, "Please don't live in my basement." And it was like my father appeared in the passenger side, and finally, he could see me, who for I was, but even more importantly, I could see who he was and who he was in the moment, and I totally forgave him for it. It all made sense now. And of course, my daughter can be an actress if she wants. And of course, I can find a house without a basement. We're gonna work this. We're gonna work this thing out. So the reason why I'm telling you that is I got this song here. It's called "You'll Never Be This Young Again," and it goes out to any of you that got stopped on a staircase and were told you're not good enough. It's something. And I hope you didn't allow it to stop you from trying. Here it is. Let's see how we do. Yeah, not bad. Thank you. That was like a bag of Jiffy Pop just going off, one kernel by one kernel. I'm only tuning because this is going to be on camera, which means it's going to be around for a long, long time. And I don't want to be on YouTube when I'm 85, looking back at this night, thinking, you should have stopped playing music. All right, let's try again. I met a walking man, his life fit in his pockets. His thumb was in midair. On a road in Millinocket, a 6-string guitar, his girlfriend's locket, going my way, my way. Now for a dream he left the mills, left the bricks, left the mortar. I told him I could take him to the Massachusetts border. He sang like a jukebox on an endless roll of quarters. Down the highway on a bright lit sunny day. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountaintop ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. An old friend said, Ellis, I've been living in a cubicle, making cold calls, popping pharmaceuticals. I thought my whole life would read more like a musical. So write your own West Side Story. Shake off the shackles by a tackle box, a boat, a cabin on Sebago to think, to float. When the typewriter's clacking, the novel gets wrote. I'm telling you now, no rest, no glory. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountaintop ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. All right, you'll never be this young again. Again. You only get so many heartbeats. You only get so many first kisses, so sweet. Dreams don't come easy and they don't come cheap. Don't let the haters kick them out of you. Out of you. Oh, you'll never be this young again. The train conductor's calling your ticket. If it ain't now, then when? Oh, the mountaintop ain't gonna wait forever. Fill your lungs with oxygen and take your first step. Breathe out, breathe in. You'll never be this young again. All right, you'll never be this young again. Oh, you'll never be this young again. I got a song here. It's a piece of historical fiction. It's based in Ireland. It's like a James Michener novel. It's 3 hours long. You're gonna love it. Now, this historical event is something that you're familiar with. I had to do a little bit of research. I was looking for a name of a person involved with the story, and I couldn't find one that was musical enough for me, so I invented a name. The name is Declan McLaren. He doesn't exist, except in reality. I Googled the name to see if there was a Declan McLaren, and sure enough, there's one Declan McLaren in the whole wide world. And he is a PhD student in Scotland. And I cannot wait for the email that he's gonna send me when he finds out I killed him off in a song. It's gonna be awesome. This song is called Holy. Declan McLaren has been on his roof all night, staring at the lights of his town. The last train to Dublin has just taken flight. Through the snow he hears the whistle sound. He says it's holy, the sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only I could take it to Dublin, I'd catch a boat across the sea. His mother says, Christ, Declan, please, don't waste your prayers on a tree. He says, watch me. Now the roosters are crowing, church bells have spoken. There's a steam train stretching down the tracks, and there's Declan McLaren with a third-class ticket, the biggest ship that man's ever made. He says it's holy, the sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only I could take it to Dublin, I'd catch a boat across the sea. His mother says, Christ, Declan, please, don't waste your prayers on a dream. He says, watch me. Now it's April 11th at the Queenstown Docks. There's a foghorn calling across the waves, and there's Declan McLaren with a third-class ticket on the biggest ship that man's ever made. He says it's holy, the sound of it's holy, holy to me. And if only I could take it to New York, Peggy's waiting for me. His friends say, Christ, Declan, please, don't waste your prayers on a dream. He says, watch me. I'm a little out of sorts today. I said goodbye to a friend. He's 80 years old, and he was not in good health, and His name is Don, and he's been a great friend of mine for years, and I said my last goodbye to him today. I sat down and had lunch with him, and I think it's affecting my mind just a little bit. So I'm just going to settle into it and just play through it and see what happens. All right?
We love you.
Thank you. I just can tell that I'm not quite present the way I want to be, so if I think I play from the place, I'll settle into it. I don't know how this works. I've never done this before. This beautiful guy. So from now on, I'm just going to do very heavy, dark songs. It's just shipwrecks and sea shanties for the rest of the night. I hope that's okay with y'all. This song's called I Ain't No Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote it on Easter. I sat with myself, I was thinking, what would I do if I was in the shoes of Jesus coming out of the tomb? How would I feel? What would I do? And I thought to myself, I'd say you clean this up, I'm going back. And I laughed just like you did, and I thought, oh, this could be a funny song. This could be like a John Prine song. And I have a friend, his name is Jamie Kent. He's an Americana artist, and I thought this would be great to write with Jamie. So I sat down, and I was laughing at my computer, just writing verse after verse after verse. I sent it off to Jamie, just words. I never heard back from him. And I thought, oh no, I've offended him in some way. And finally, I got a call from him. I was playing the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville, Tennessee. It's the fallout shelter of Nashville, Tennessee. He said, I see you're playing the Bluebird. I want to finish that song you sent me. And I said, oh man, I thought I had offended you because I hadn't heard from you. And he said, well, you did, but we can work around it. That's what a co-write does. And he was completely right. Like, the beautiful thing about writing songs with other people is the song can turn into something, it can turn on a dime even. That's what made Lennon and McCartney so great at what they did. Two personalities, two different phrasing patterns, and two different sets of chords and melodies coming together in one song. That's why McCartney, the optimist, would sing, we can work it out, we can work it out. And Lennon would turn and say, life is very short and there's no time. That's what made those guys so amazing. So Jamie and I got together and we wrote this song. I know Jesus never saved a soul, never walked on water except ice and snow. There's a rumor in the choir I'm just the luckiest guy I know, but I ain't no Jesus, never saved a soul. And I ain't no Buddha. Oh, I struggle with wrong from right. I ain't no Prince of Peace. I've hit the floor in a good bar fight. I'll ask forgiveness come Sunday, 'cause I'm asking for trouble Saturday night. I ain't no Buddha. I struggle with the wrong from right. No, I can't walk on water. I can't part the sea. The only miracle I see is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God. I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is I can call you mine. And I ain't no carpenter. I'm more sailor than saint. I'll put a hammer on a thumbnail, swear so loud they close heaven's gates. But I built you a four-post bed now, darling. Don't make me wait. I ain't no carpenter. I'm more sailor than saint. No, I can't walk on water. I can't part the sea. The only miracle I see is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God. I ain't divine. Only miracle I've seen is I can call you mine. I ain't no savior, ain't got the words. How do you preach to the masses when you can't even talk to the girl? Well, you get a little courage from holy wine, but then your speech gets slurred. I ain't no savior, I ain't got the words. No, I can't walk on water. I can't part the sea. The only miracle I've seen is you walking down the aisle to me. No, I can't talk to God. I ain't divine. The only miracle I've seen is I can call you mine. The only miracle that I've seen is I can call you mine. All mine. I can call you mine. All all right? Yeah. All right, we're going to do this a little differently. Adjust those camera angles. You guys have difficult seats. It's like the garden in the 80s. There are always poles in front of you. You miss every Larry Bird shot. His sweet spot's right where the pole is. Remember those days? Are the Celtics playing tonight? Tomorrow night. Okay, God, thank God I'm not playing tomorrow night in Boston. This song's called Alice's Champagne Palace. It's about a bar in Houma, Alaska that I had a remarkable night in back in my 20s. First time playing in Alaska. I get to Homer, and it's absolutely the most beautiful place I've ever been to in my life. And a bunch of hippies were putting on the show, and it was promoted well, and there are more people on that night than there are here right now. bigger place. Everyone in the place was a fisherman with a criminal record. And I was a little scared going on stage there. They looked a little rougher than you. And I played and they were into it. It was beautiful. I invited one guy up on stage. I invited another guy up on stage. One guy was playing bongos. I think the other was playing a tenor sax. I had never met them before in my life. We'd never even rehearsed. I just said, come on up, let's do this. And they played so well that I said, let's do the rest of the tour. And we got a pickup truck and we all climbed into it and we did the rest of Alaska. 5 shows. As an incredible tenor sax trio. It was amazing. This commemorates that place. You take a rickety plane from Seattle up into Anchorage. Step on the platform, staring at a midnight sun. Jump in my pickup and brother will drive. We'll bring your troubles down Highway 9. I got a pull-out couch and a job lined up at the Canaries. Yeah, hitch a ride to Homer, Alaska, and brother. The drinks will be on me. Raise a glass, lift a chalice. Welcome to Alice, the Champagne Palace, the finest bar on the strip in Homer, Alaska. Alaska, if you're from New York, Dallas, well, you'll find a home at the Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you a cold one. Go ahead, ask her if you're running away to Alaska. Oh, Alaska. The mountains rise from ocean to sky in Homer, Alaska. And they'll still your breath and your troubles in the blink of an eye. And you'll hear a band with a steel guitar. Well, there's a window seat right at the bar. And the whales are breaching. Alice, she's preaching like a rolling stone. She'll push a mason jar across the bar and say, Mr. Welcome home. Raise a glass, lift up chalice. Welcome to Alice, the Champagne Palace, the finest bar on the strip in Homer, Alaska. Alaska, if you're from New York, Dallas, well, you'll find a home at the Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you a cold one. Go ahead, ask her if you're running away to Alaska. Oh, Alaska. You've never been to a prettier place than Homer, Alaska. You've never met a kinder face than the one behind the bar. Homer's a town full of misfit toys, renegade women, runaway boys. Everybody's got some story here in Homer town. I guess sometimes you gotta go to the end of the earth just to turn yourself around. Raise a glass, lift a chalice. Welcome to Alice, the Champagne Palace, the finest bar on the strip in Homer, Alaska. Alaska, if you're from New York, Dallas, well, you'll find a home at the Champagne Palace. Alice will pour you a cold one. Go ahead, ask her if you're running away. Brother, you just might stay. Well, if you're running away to Alaska, Alaska, oh, Alaska, Alaska. Very kind. Thank you. Thank you. This is Guinness, this guitar. I call it Guinness because of this. Thought about calling it Georgia O'Keeffe. It's like the wave of laughter going across there. It's become a life partner to me, this guitar. It's really an important guitar for me. But I had to find the wrong guitar first to find the right guitar, just like you had to find the wrong partner before you found the right one. Perhaps the person, he was your first. You had no wrong partners. So I had to find the wrong guitar before I found the right one. The wrong guitar was at a place called McCabe's, one of the oldest running folk clubs in the country. It's in Los Angeles, and it's also one of the best guitar shops in the country as well. I play there every year. I walked in to the place, and there was this beautiful parlor guitar in the glass case where they keep their most expensive instruments, and I fell in love with it just at a glance. It was love at first sight, and I asked them to take it out. And it sounded as beautiful as it looked. It was like holding a ballerina made of wood and steel. But there was a problem. There was a price tag hanging off the headstock. And I turned it around, and there was a comma in it. $7,000. Wasn't even a musician's guitar. It was more of a dentist's guitar, really. And I said, guys, I can't afford this, but could I play it tonight? You never know. There may be in the audience a dentist. So they said, just call us out for it. So in the middle of my show, I call out for the guitar, and it comes in on three guys carrying it on their shoulders like they're carrying Cleopatra like this, you know. And they bowed and presented it to me, and I took it off their hands. I played one song on it, and in they came, and out it went. And when it left my hands, I felt my heart break. And I knew I had to buy the guitar. I went to the counter with my credit card, and a friend was there, thankful, and he snatched the card from my hand, and he said, you can't do that. You're an idiot to do that. You can't afford a $7,000 guitar. You're not going to fly with that guitar. You could buy 7 guitars that were great with that guitar. You need to go cool off. So I did. I walked out. I just cut some air. I walked around the block, and I came back in, got my stuff, and got out. And when I went back home to Virginia, the guitar was still in my head, still felt it in my fingertips, and I was dreaming about it at night. So I called the airline, and I flew back to Los Angeles. Got a rental car, drove up to McCabe's, ran inside, ran up to the glass case, and it was gone. Neil Young had bought it. I didn't know he was a dentist. But I could see the reflection in the glass, and I looked like this, and I said, look at you. You are hard. It's not Neil Young's fault that you're heartbroken. It's your own damn fault. You already have 13 guitars. You do not need another guitar. It's not Neil Young's fault. It's your fault. Where's the Buddha in you? So I made a vow then and there that I'd never let another guitar hurt me. Not long after this, I was playing in Oklahoma, a place called Oklahoma Vintage Guitars. I pulled up to the place. The owner, Bobby, comes running out, and he said, Ellis, you would not believe the guitar we got this morning. It's absolutely amazing. You got to come in. And I said, Bobby, I'm not seeing guitars anymore. But he dragged me in, and he put Guinness in my hands. Now, this is Cocobolo, this wood. And this line right here, this is all one piece of wood. This is where the sap line was running through the tree. So it's absolutely beautiful wood. It's got 3 horses running up the neck and 3 tones of wood. Those little smudges from a distance you see are horses when they're up close. And it's got this cutaway. I never play up here, but sometimes I just do this. Usually in private. I fell for the guitar. I said, okay, I'll play it tonight. Can I play one song on it? And he said, sure. Just call us out for it. So in the middle of the show, I call out for the guitar, and I'm playing it, and it sounds beautiful. In fact, it sounded like the best guitar I've ever held in my hands. And I'm like, wow, this is a dangerous guitar. He hadn't told me how much it cost, but I saw this little sticker. It was between the tuning pegs, and I brought it to my face, and I realized it was the suggested retail price from the manufacturer, Taylor Guitars. And it had a comma in it. It was $10,000. More of an orthodontist guitar. And I felt my heart break, and I was upset with Bobby for setting me up on this blind date that was beyond me in every single way imaginable. I said, how the hell do you sell a $10,000 guitar in El Reno, Oklahoma to begin with? He said, Ellis, we are a collector's shop. These guitars that you're seeing on the wall are only half the story. We got the guitar the Eagles wrote Hotel California on in a vault downstairs. $75,000 on that one. He had a Martin guitar from 1864 worth $120,000. It was his retirement. He was collecting the Everest of guitars downstairs. He said, this is nothing. You know, people see what we have in stock online, and then they come here for miles. We don't get a lot of traffic, but we get pointed traffic. These people come from Texas, Canada, sometimes Europe, California. In fact, we get tour buses pulling up all the time. In fact, Neil Young is coming in next week. So I bought the guitar. And I gotta tell you, he was so kind to me. And this is the story of my life. He just gave me this guitar, really. I only paid a couple $1,000s for it. Because he knew I was gonna love it, and I was gonna play it forever and ever and ever. Yeah. This should be interesting sitting down. You ever notice that the Bee Gees never sat down when they sang? She fell to the mattress with the grace of an actress. You're falling like a thief from a roof. She's asking for proof. Are you staying outside? You hear mission bells. Welcome to Maria's beautiful mess. In a cluttered apartment on the west side, she pulls the blinds wide. You watch as her dress falls round her, and the world slows. The clock shows a wrinkle in the flow of time. She steps close, eyes closed, lips pop open like a bottle of wine. And she'll love like it's thirst, like she's never been hurt. Dancing just like nobody's watching. Is this love? Is this curse? Feels like the first time falling. Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching. Oh, nobody's watching. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, She puts on some music. She asked you to choose it. You sang her back a Gershwin line, and now Ella is singing holy. soulfully bringing a better time. And beneath the tunes, oh, she's smiling on an unmade bed. She says, what's in the middle that scares you? Does it dare you to take a moment and just slow down? And the world slows, the clock shows a wrinkle in the flow of time. She steps close, eyes closed, lips pop open like a bottle of wine. And she'll love like it's theirs, like she's never been hurt, dancing just like nobody's watching. Is this love? Is this earth? Feels like the first time falling. Nobody's watching. Pull the curtains all down. Let stars fall around you. She's smiling like a Mona Lisa. You could conquer this town if your feet touch the ground, but you're falling, boy. Oh, I see you. Oh, I see you. Oh, I see you. Oh, I see, I say you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, all right, thank you. This song is about Johnny Cash. It's called Kick Out the Lights. It's a tribute to Johnny Cash. Starts with a night when he was at the Grand Ole Opry back in the early 60s. Johnny had some addiction issues at the time, and he went on stage at the Grand Ole Opry, a sacred place, with a lot of holy something in his bloodstream. And people could tell from the audience that something was wrong with him, and somebody started to heckle him in the audience. And in a fit of rage, Johnny destroyed the stage at the Grand Ole Opry by kicking 57 stage lights out with his feet and the mic stand. And the Grand Ole Opry had no choice but to remove him from the premises, and they banned him from the Opry for life because of that night. That's the night that the song starts on. So it's a call and response song. I'm gonna shout out as loud as I can, kick out the lights, and you're gonna sing back to me, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, with great enthusiasm. I'm watching. So let's give it a dry run, see how you do. Kick out the lights. Kick out the lights. Kick out the lights. Kick out the lights. All right, here we go. Now Johnny Cash, the man in black, was at the Grand Ole Opry, drunk on ambition, whiskey coffee, he was dancing with demons. Nothing could stop him tonight, but it felt like a church. He said a little prayer, ran to a stage, taking 2 or 3 stairs. You could heckle old Johnny, he wouldn't care, 'cause tonight he's gonna kick out the lights, kick out the lights, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash. Kick out the lights, kick out the lights, kick out the lights. Now you can play a big theater, the chandeliers and pearls, rage inside a stadium, the rows of pretty girls. Take your fancy jet, tour around the world if you like. It's alright, Or you can play Folsom Prison to the robbers, the crooks, the 300 killers giving back dirty looks. If there's a prison riot, you're gonna get the hook. So tonight, you better kick out the lights, kick out the lights, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash. Oh, kick out the lights, kick out the lights, kick out the lights. Note's gone. Rage, oh, rage on, John. Johnny, till the last note's gone. Song about life, leaving your mom's good cooking, how you can't break even your pickup truck, or how your girlfriend's cheating. It's alright if you like, or you can sing the Ring of Fire and how God cuts you down, about cocaine, freight train, Sunday morning coming down. I shot a man in Reno to paint the town. Well, damn right, you'd be kicking out the lights, kick out the lights, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash. Oh, kick out the lights, Johnny Cash, kick out the lights, kick out the lights, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, Johnny Cash, kick out the lights. All right, beautiful. I have a brand new song. I was working on the harmonica part today here. I got here early and I don't trust myself to play it for you, the harmonica part. Okay, fuck it, I'll do it. I'm not gonna say it's good. It's like Sinatra here with a teleprompter. All right, let's see if it's in tune here. Don't you feel like we're in somebody's 7th grade basement? Doesn't it feel like we're at a little party and there's one of those lava lamps lit in the corner and a couple people making out that's awkward? Okay, this is the great debut of the song with the harmonica part. It's called Spaceman Billionaire. I will do it like this. You have money for a cab fare. My watch is broken and my shoes could use repair. I'm just sitting here in Times Square, newspapers blowing on through. And this here ain't the first time you get a blanket and a meal when you kneel at the shrine. I'm just praying for a lifeline when right there up over my head there's a spaceman billionaire on a billboard up over Times Square, spilling champagne everywhere and granting one wish at a time. I want a house with just a clothesline. Every man deserves his fair share. Give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole somewhere. Give me a hammer and I swear I'll build a roof right over my head. There's a spaceman billionaire. He's like a genie up over Times Square, spilling champagne everywhere and granting one wish at a time. I want a house with just a clothesline. For the mansion on Mars, bring us luxury cars, make a disco ball out of the moon. It's a monopoly game, the pieces all look the same. He's the Big Bang's first tycoon. In the corner on the top hat saloon. He's a spaceman billionaire on a planet up there somewhere. He'll plant a flag and he'll declare, this world is mine, it's only fair. 'Cause I'm the spaceman billionaire. He's the spaceman billionaire. I want a house with just a clothesline. A house with just a clothesline. I like that one. When you're younger, hey, there you are, Bill. Do you want to do a break? How do we do this?
After this song.
Okay, we're going to do this song. We'll take a break. God knows what else will happen. I'm thinking about showing you my mime act for the second half. I hope you'll come back for it. You know, when you're younger and you're writing songs, you usually write the stuff that's, the lowest hanging fruit on the tree, the relationship songs that you've had in your life, parents' songs about siblings and friends, where you are in your 20s. But as you get older, you don't want to retrace those steps. You start digging deeper into the tree, and I found a way to get to the songs that are deeper in the tree by asking myself fairly broad questions that will bring up a day in my life. Like, what's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? I'll ask myself a question like that, and then I'll write a song about it. Or I'll write hey, right about the moment where you looked at somebody and you knew that you had turned a corner, that you were in love with them. And what was that moment like for you, and who was she, and what was she wearing, and where were you at the time? And then this song, what was the day when your family's dysfunction was most on public display? That song for me was July 4th, 1979, our family reunion on the family farm in Washburn, Maine. And that farm had been in my family since the 1860s. I had a relative, Wesley was his name, and he served the Union forces at Gettysburg. He got shot at Gettysburg, and the Union gave him 140 acres of farmland up in northern Maine so he could spend the rest of his life at hard labor. Growing potatoes. I come from a long line of potato farmers. By the time my grandparents picked it up in the 30s, they went on to have 9 children, 45 grandchildren. Yeah, they are breeders, all of them. And then by the 70s, we would meet at the family farm on the 4th of July. All of us. There'd be nearly 100 people there with friends and family and all. And we'd be celebrating the birth of the newest grandchild, the newest cousin to come in. And this is the true story of our July 4th gathering. And I did not change the names of my aunts and uncles because some of them are still alive, and I feel like the public should be warned. Grandpa's drinking whiskey on the sofa. The sofa's in the middle of a bonfire. Bottle rockets and lawn darts flying. Nobody died, but everyone was trying. It's my family reunion, the summer of '79. Ah, there ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and volunteers in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 30 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. True story. Pails and kettles filled to the brim with wild strawberries. The screen doors cracking from kids running back to the woods. We told Grandma we found Uncle Terry's homegrown pot plants. She said she'd leave them in the will if we are good. Ah, there ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and bearded men in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 40 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. "40 grandkids climbing the apple trees half naked. And Uncle Fred's underneath his truck with an acetylene torch. Now they say it only takes a spark to get a party going. Yeah, the truck caught fire, then the garage, then the whole damn porch. Ah, there ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and Vikings in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 50 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. "40 grandkids climbing the apple trees half naked.
From the next verse.
40 grandkids climbing the apple tree." We already did that one, didn't we? Oh, that's it. Oh, right, okay. It's a long song. burgers flipping like horseshoes out on the back grill. Trying to get a family photo taken, but 40 kids won't sit still. And Aunt Diane is flashing the camera with her boobies. Uncle Buck is rolling something he calls Monster Dew. There ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and pirates and pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 100 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. But wait, there is more. Seems like the whole town of Washburn, Maine came out to the party. Kids were shaking Polaroids they took with the firemen. And yes, the farmhouse, it did burn down, but not the memories. And Aunt Diane, she sure did make herself a few new friends. Ah, there ain't a party till the cops show up with 4 fire engines and serial killers in pickup trucks. The flames from the farmhouse are 1,000 feet high. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th. Oh, it's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. Strawberry shortcake, 3 stacks high. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, let the fireworks fly. It's a 5-alarm fire on the 4th of July. We are family. Sing that with me, man. We are family. We are family. We'll see you in a few minutes, y'all. Stretch your legs. Cheers, thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't forget the stuff you made of. You were fine before the rain began to fall. Don't let this setback tell you who you are. It's only just a sign of where you need to go, that's all. This time we break, you fall. It's time you know. Yeah, twice as strong as you need to be. Strong as you need to be, and you're twice as many now that it's you and me. Oh, hold on, sister, I know better times are coming, and I swear it's never hard as it might seem. Just lift your head up, got to see where you are going, and hold on tight to all that you dream. This time you make it. It's time you understood that you're twice as strong as you need to be, baby. Take my hand, sister, sister. Twice as strong as you need to be, and you're twice as many now. Don't forget the stuff you're made of. You were fine before the rain began to fall. Don't let this setback tell you who you are. It's only just a sign of where you need to go. That's all. Twice as strong as you need to be, baby. Take my hand, sister, sister. Twice as strong as you need to be. You're twice as many now, and it's you and me, yeah. Twice as strong as you need to be, baby. Take my hand, sister, sister. Twice as strong as you need to be. You're twice as many now. You and me, yeah. Twice as strong as you need to be, baby. No, you won't, no, you won't, no, you won't shake me up. No, you won't, no, you won't, no, you won't shake me Gave no warning. Gave me no reason you would come and you would cut me down 100 times, 100 times. Gave me no reason anytime and you would shut me out 100 times, 100 times. Under your covers, under your skin, when we were lovers, when you were my king. Under your covers, under your skin, when we were lovers, when you were my king. The light was leaving, but you swore you'd never just walk out 100 times, 100 times. I live believing that our love would always keep us bound, just like you said 100 times. Sunday morning, gave no warning. Please, would break your word, but under your covers, under your skin, when we were lovers, face another day. People all up in my face, Lord help me through this day. I swear I'm so tired of ratting with the rage. Look real close, there ain't no doubt, you'll see it on my face. And I don't care if it's right or if it's wrong. Give me one good reason I'm alone. Don't say I have to wait, can't you see it's getting late? Don't tell me that you're doing all you can. I need a man, I need a man, I need a man, I just need a man. All around the world, everywhere I go, we all got the same complaint, always searching high and low. Find me one man who's strong enough to stand in the game that you can play, and it takes me by the hand. Well, you know that I'm full grown. I'm so tired of being all alone. Well, just tell me that you're here, you better make it loud and clear. I stood up about as much as I could stand. I need a man, 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 I just need a man, I need a man, just one good man. Come on. I need a man who knows just what I am, not the one who nods his head, pretends to understand. Give me one man who's got just what it takes, not afraid to measure up, and that's when I'm on the brakes. I'm so tired of being all alone. Please send my boys back home. Just try to understand, I'm doing all I can. I got to have one man that's for good. I need a man, 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 gotta have a man, I need a man, just one good man, gotta have a man, gotta get a man, just give me one good man, just one good man, come on, let your man. Don't say life turned its back on you. Just 'cause all those plans you made didn't quite come through. I just wanna tell you, babe, it's gonna be alright. If you ask me to, I'll stay alright. When the morning comes, you know the daylight will show you how to start again. Don't you worry about wind or rain, cold lonely nights. Just as long as you're here with me, everything is alright. Okay, I know you've really been beat down. Oh yeah, but how long you got to stay there on the ground? If you need to take some time, I guess that's if you need to talk, we're talking. Then the morning comes and the daylight will show you who you are again. Don't you worry about wind or rain, cold lonely nights. Just as long
as long as you're here with me, everything is alright. Don't you worry about when I'm away, cold lonely night. Just as long as you're here with me, everything is alright. Seen it all and made the call, and she's heard it all before. It was a perfect fit, now she's bored with it. She knows what's behind that door, but then she opens it and the sun shines through, and love writes her name across the sky. Gives a million reasons why she ought to be up, out and alive. Goes with love, life's a new invention of live, with the best intentions. You don't have to be strong. Open up, and sing your song with love.
He's a sold-out one-man show. He knows how to be alone. Still his hand is trembling, hoping she'll pick up the phone. And then she says hello, and the sun shines through, and love writes their name across the sky. Gives a million reasons why they ought to be up, out and alive. Hey, now, well, with love, writes a new invention of me, with the best intentions.
If you don't want me no more, why not just tell me so? Why would you keep on pretending? Pretending that you don't know. Just one small hint now. That's all I'm listening for. Don't need to tell me you're sorry. Don't wanna hear that no more. Darling, please don't lie. I could leave with some peace of my pride. Let me walk down this mountain before the mountain comes down. Why would I have regrets? They won't even change a thing. And all these pictures I carry, each one worth 10 times the sting. Just one can look now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. The show will be resuming shortly. If you could please find your seats, the show will be resuming shortly. Thank you for being a wonderful audience.
Won't make me ask for a touch. Darling, please don't lie. Let me leave with some piece of my pride. Let me walk down this mountain. Oh yeah. Before the mountain comes down. I don't need to hear the reason. You don't need to read your list. I know that sometimes it just goes like this. But maybe somewhere in your heart there's still a piece of you that will give me this. Darling, please don't lie. Let me leave with a piece of my pride. Let me walk down our mountain before the mountain comes down. Let me walk down our mountain.
Hey, everybody. Man, I got accosted by a bunch of people at the booth in the back. Doing shit like this, leaving songs that they insist that I'm going to play. So let's get to some of those. It's coming up on the 25th anniversary of this song. It's my most popular song. It's called The World Ain't Slowing Down. Jim Carrey had a movie out at the time called Me, Myself, and Irene. And this ended up being not only the song that was over the end titles of the movie, but is in the movie 4 times. Which is very, very cool. They did everything they could to try and make this song a hit. It never became a hit. It's got about 8 million hits on YouTube in various forms. People covering it and you know, scenes from the movie, and it's just so beautiful to know that so many people know the song, you know. The movie set a record for dropping the F-bomb. Made Scarface look like a Disney flick. I told my mother not to go because I knew she'd be offended. She was rather conservative, a bit of a churchgoer, but she still rented the church bus to take a bunch of people to the movie. That didn't go well for her. This is it. The world ain't slowing down. I found you sitting on a suitcase crying. Leave my feet up in the rumble of a subway train, and I laughed out loud, 'cause it's the one thing I hadn't been trying. The train came in breathless, you looked at me restless, said, baby, you'll never change, you gotta get going, hey, the world ain't slowing down for no one. It's a carnival calling out to you. It sounds like a song, it hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with color, squeeze from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. You can sing along all you want. It'll only make my night better. Out on the sidewalk, pigeons do the moonwalk. Me, I'm dancing like Fred Astaire. The lampposts are rocking, whole town's talking like a fool in a barber's chair. And I get the sensation, joy and frustration, like being caught by a tropical wave. Oh, freedom can numb you when there's no place to run to. It feels just like Novocaine. Oh, you gotta keep going. Hey, the world ain't slowing down. No one calling out, oh, it's calling out to you. It sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with color, squeeze from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. Hey, hey, yeah, the world ain't slowing down. You packed up all your handbags, throwing off the sandbags. I let go and you stepped free. I didn't want to lose you. You said you didn't choose to. It's just how your karma came. But thanks for the vision, the 2020 wisdom. You hit me like a southbound train. Gotta get going. Hey, the world, it ain't slowing down. It's a carnival calling out. Oh, it's calling out to you. It sounds like a song, hits you like scripture. You paint the picture with color, squeeze from your hand. Weren't you the kid who just climbed on the merry-go-round? Hey, look, the world ain't slowing down. That's right, it keeps on spinning and spinning and spinning. And here you are at the Fallout shelter, 30 years after you started playing music, and here you're having the best gig of your life. It's a big blue world. We're riding on a big blue world. let's see. Let's get on to some of these songs, these requests. I've written about 1,000 songs, put out 23 albums. I don't remember a single one. I'm always thinking that the best song I'm ever gonna have is gonna be the next one I write. And I'm not young anymore. Well, it's all relative, isn't it? This woman up front here, oh, you are young. You have no idea, man, what's coming. I feel about my age, which is, reality. But I also feel like the best stuff is ahead, which is beautiful. And my sweet friend Don today, it's such a full life. Just a full, beautiful life. And I was sitting with him and I could just tell, as we were talking, that he had no regrets about how he spent his time. Yeah, that he's in that kind of denial. It's amazing. Because I know the motherfucker. And he was trouble. He was trouble. Beautiful trouble, that guy. But if I hit 80, I want to have that. Yeah, that was a fun run, This song is called Did Galileo Pray? And I got to get this in perfect tune. It's a sing-along. I was thinking, Galileo, he heard about this thing called a telescope that had been invented. He was a smart guy. He got a hold of one and he looked into it and he goes, this kind of sucks. I think I could improve this thing. So he did. It was good for looking at the moon, but you couldn't see anything significantly beyond the moon with the telescope that had been invented. So he reconfigured it and then pointed it at Jupiter, and he could see 4 little moons rotating night to night around the planet Jupiter. And of course, that discovery was problematic because the church said everything revolves around us. And Galileo couldn't keep the news quiet. So he got charged with heresy, which is a crime against God. And the punishment was either imprisonment or you got set on fire on a stake. Man, this is good. This is a folk show. We're officially talking about public burnings of people. So to get around it, he put out a book, and 2 fictional people arguing in the book. And one was sort of the Pope, and one was a scientist. And the scientist was making fun of the Pope. So he got charged with heresy, and he got shut down. He was put under house arrest. And I was wondering whether or not he prayed before he went to court to be confronted at that trial. Did he pray for good luck or pray for God's support? That's where this song comes from. So it's a sing-along. There's nothing that says sing-along better than heresy. All right, let's try this. Let's do this one more time. Hold on. I'm just thinking of all the reasons I could be burned at a stake. And maybe, since it's not legal, you know how they say that coincidences are God's way of remaining anonymous? Have you ever heard that phrase? It's kind of nice. I was thinking, every time I burn a stake, maybe that's really me. That's God's way of saying, you better straighten up, dude. All right, let's when he looked into a starry sky upon Jupiter, with its cold moons making their weary round. Did he know that the Pope would claim that he ran with Lucifer, and the prison cell would be where he'd lay his head down? Was he wearing a thorny crown when he plotted the motion of planets? Was Mercury in retrograde? But he found the truth when a lie was what was demanded. When the judges asked him pointedly, he was trembling that day. This is your part. Did Galileo pray? A little louder, please. Did Galileo pray? A little louder, please. Did Galileo He said, tell Ptolemy, tell Copernicus that the sun is at the core of us. Well, the church, the Pope can't deny the Milky Way. And every flower that's fallen the sun has known all along what God had done. But he whispered truth as the seasons each give way. He said, don't shoot the messenger. The postman delivers truth today, and truth will march in Birmingham. He'll block the tanks in Tiananmen, put the judges on the witness stand. Let's see what they all say, what they say. Did Galileo pray? Did Galileo pray? Pray. Did Galileo in the heavens you'll see, as God had conceived. Believe it. What are you gonna do to believe? Believe. Messenger, the postman delivers truth today, and truth will march in Birmingham. It'll block the tanks in Tiananmen, put the judges on the witness stand. Let's see what they all say. The Galileo. Galileo. got called by the director of the University of Oklahoma's library. She heard about the song. She had something to show me in the library. So when I was in Oklahoma touring, I met up with a librarian. It was hot. She was about 75 years old, and she loved her job. She was totally in her job. She took me into the library where it was cold, 55 degrees, because they had incredible books from far back as books were ever made. And she took off from the shelf that Galileo book I was telling you about, where he's making fun of the Pope. And it was his copy of the book. He had made corrections in the margins. And I held it in my hands. It's somewhere around here. I have to find it. The book is probably worth $10 million, I would say, probably, something like that. But it was an extraordinary experience, and I got to, isn't that very cool? Yeah, that's music. Music did that for me. Just thinking about the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. I frequently think about a night I had in Big Sur, California. I was playing at the Henry Miller Library. It was a very foggy night. And if you've ever been on Big Sur's highway, there's a 1,000-foot drop off to the Pacific Ocean, and people pass away there every year because it's such a dangerous little drive. But I did the show, and then the curator said he was going to put me up. And he drove through the fog with me behind him, trailing him. I was watching his little red lights in the fog, and then he turned left, thankfully, because I knew right was a death wish. So, don't turn right. He turned left, and then suddenly we were on this long, twisting dirt road, and occasionally I would see this redwood go by through the fog and through the dirt, and then finally we broke out of it. And I was up on the bluffs above Big Sur looking down at what I thought would be the Pacific Ocean, and for as far as I could see, it was just a blanket of white fog from the top looking. And the moon was right above it, full moon, absolutely beautiful, and the stars like I've never seen them before. I love Big Sur. And that night, got 2 songs out of me. I'm going to play one for you here. Have you ever been to a place that so romantically hit you that you pictured it being your hometown, even though you were never born there? Just like I feel about Norwood tonight. We had no place like this in Presque Isle, Maine, where I grew up. I'm always wondering what camera is on me. I know that one is on me, but are they using it? Oh, you are? Okay. I look cute? I love you. Your husband loves that. I love it like it's my hometown, but I wasn't born here. Was never a quarterback, last chance, Hail Mary trying to get out of here. But if I ever lay roots down, this is my sacred ground. It's 1 mile straight shot, 2 by the blacktop, dirt through the redwoods, out to the last rock. Come see the gold, oh, in California. It's like God's own painting. I'll be there waiting for you. I'll take a jet plane, dirt road wagon with westbound train. It's waiting for you. Oh, come see the gold in California. Sing that with me. In California, Now sing it like the Eagles. In California. Now like the Beach Boys. In California. Nice. High over Big Sur. Sunset dripping in deep blue. It's like an X on a map, a best kept secret, and waits for you. When in a cotton dress, oh, it's blowing through your hair. Waves in the wind like a flag, I'd follow you anywhere, anywhere. Oh, it's 1 mile straight shot, 2 by the blacktop, dirt through the redwoods, out to the last rock. Come see the gold. Oh, in California, it's like God's own painting. I'll be there waiting for ya. Oh, take a jet plane, dirt road, wagon wheel, westbound train. It's waiting for ya. Oh, come see the gold. Here we go. In California. Hollywood hippies acting all trippy, riding Route 1, sitting out the quake. East Coast schemers, Rust Belt dreamers are heading west, boy, for that axle break. It's 1 mile straight shot, 2 by the blacktop, dirt through the redwoods, out to the last rock. Come see the gold in California. It's like God's own painting. I'll be there waiting for ya. I'll take a jet plane, dirt road, wagon wheel, westbound train. It's waiting for ya. Oh, come see the gold. Have no basketball team in California. They don't got no rotaries in California. They pay high taxes just like me in California. In California. Someone said, please play Be the Fire. Who's that person? All right, okay, honey, I'll play that for you. I wrote this for my daughters. But they don't listen to me.
I play it for my son.
Do you really? How old is he?
24 and 21.
Oh, good. And it goes well? My kids, the drives, when they get out of school, it's like they just captured the beach at D-Day. They're tired. They're worn out. They just want to get home. It's been a hard day, And then they choose the music. And then the hard day gets to be my day. And it's K-pop and Taylor Swift, and it's just, and I'm trapped. And then they're the ones driving because they're of that age. It's like the worst day of my life. I'm listening to Taylor Swift while my daughters are driving 50 miles per hour. Holy shit. And then I get my turn. at the DJ booth in the car. And I play Bob Dylan because they hate him. He's not better than Taylor Swift. Oh, honey. But he is. Not that she's bad. I'm a Swiftie. I like what she does. I do. Yeah, I do. But Bob Dylan is like Shakespeare to me. He may not be your Shakespeare. I mean, Shakespeare might be your Shakespeare by the looks of some of you. And you look bright. Look, you're looking at an English major from Boston College. I know when I see literary people who they are. I can see 6 in the front row. All right, so this is a song for my daughters. Come on, guitar, work with me here. I haven't had a sit-down show like this in decades. I never sit down and I never talk like this.
Lucky us.
Thank you. Time to shine, shine your brightest. When it's time to fly, fly your highest. When it's time to work, work the hardest. When it's time to stand up tallest. When it's time to love, love is strongest. With the kind of strength that comes from being honest. Life is short, life is long. We get it right, get it wrong. We let go and we hold on. And sometimes it's for nothing. When you find you lost your way, you're down to your last drop of faith. Your back's against the wall. Just be the fighter. And if the darkness comes to take you, be the fire, be the fire, be the fire, be the fire. When it's time to speak, speak with kindness. When it's time to laugh, laugh your wildest. When it's time to cry, cry to heal it. And when you make a promise, be the one that keeps it. Life is short, life is long. We get it right, get it wrong. We let go and we hold on. And sometimes it's for nothing. When you find you lost your way, you're down to your last drop of faith. Your back's against the wall. Just be the fighter. And if the darkness comes to take you, be the fire. Be the fire. 'Cause the only thing that's holding you back is in the mirror you're looking at. Oh, life is short, life is long. We get it right, get her on, we let go and we hold on, and sometimes it's for nothing. When you find you lost your way, you're down to your last drop of faith, your back's against the wall, just be the fighter. And if the darkness comes to take you, be the fire, be the fire, be the fire. This one's called Rose Tattoo. It's a song about a tattoo. I've had about 5 people get my songs tattooed to their bodies. There's a woman who has 3 songs tattooed to her body. Someday I'm just going to ask her to stand on stage so I can just read my words so I don't forget the song. I have a tattoo of my hero on my body. It's the only tattoo I have. It's of Woody Guthrie. It's on my right shoulder. I would show it to you, but it looks a lot like Gene Simmons from Kiss now. The problem with this song is people think it's some kind of literal invitation for them to share their tattoos with me. I just want that to stop. This is just a metaphor for love. It's not a call of action of any kind. I know this looks awkward. This reminds me of my 7th grade dance. Being triggered right now. I got laid off, it's Monday. I'm calling to tell you, you don't sit with me well. I feel like I failed you. You say we got each other, and it's playing off. And I know that's true. But we got one kid coming, one still in diapers. It's a rainy drive home. With one good wiper, leave the porch light on. I need a beacon just to pull me to you. If I ever lost you, I would be lost too. Just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose. Tattoo. Now the economy's crashing and this poor boy's laughing 'cause there's nothing to lose. We don't live in no mansion, there's no bling to put on, only Walmart fashion will do. Inside the house, the baby's screaming, pasta steaming, and I look through the window feels like I'm dreaming. You pull the door open, say, Daddy, when you coming home? Now if I ever lost you, I'd be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo. And you say we'll fight for the best case scenario, and then you pour Van Morrison on the stereo. Well, sure, there's trouble in the boardrooms, trouble in the factories, trouble in the alleys out back. We've got love, these patterns. Love is what matters, and baby, I got your back. I've got your back. I've got your back. Hey, I've got your back. If I ever lost you, I'd be lost too, just drifting in a sea of blue. You're in my skin like a rose, like a rose tattoo. Like a rose tattoo, like a rose, like a rose, like a rose. So it was a hard day, but boy, what a relief to be playing for people tonight. Thank you so much for being here again. I'm sorry I didn't get to all the songs that I meant to get to, and a lot of people asked me to play songs I'm not going to play. I tried to figure out 18, I just didn't have enough time to work. I apologize for that.
You'll be back.
I will be back. I love it here. I love this gig. It feels like I'm playing a friend's house. And like I already know you when I don't. I feel like we're all part of the same middle school. I'm going to play, for those that wanted to hear 18, I'm going to play a song about my daughter and life. It's about life and death, and I'm going to dedicate it to my friend Don here, in my head at least. It's called The Innocence in the Afterlife. My father passed away about 15 years ago, a long time ago, and I got to say goodbye to him. We heard he was sick, and I flew up from Virginia, and I was there when he passed away, and it was a beautiful passing for him. And I couldn't bring my family up because it happened too quickly, and it would have involved a bunch of flights, and we couldn't afford it. So I came back home, and my daughter met me at the door. She was around 4 or 5 years old. And she said, "What happened?" And we're Unitarians. You know. I grew up Methodist, and now I'm just confused. And so I said, "Honey, your grandfather passed away." And she said to me, "Where'd he go?" And I looked around for her mom to help out. Her mom wasn't around at the time. So I sat her down, and we went through that discussion with me and her. All of the options. I didn't neglect anyone. I told her what Christians believe, what Muslims believe, what atheists believe, what Hindus believe about the afterlife. We went through them all. It took about 3 hours. And now I've written a song about it, which is 7 hours long. You're gonna love this. This is another. Everything that happened in this song is true. Hope I can get through it. This is my true life story of karma and coincidence, of the afterlife, of innocence, of a child and my father's ghost. My father slipped into the sweet forever after, surrounded by tears and laughter. He stepped into the great unknown, into the afterlife. Oh, the mysterious afterlife. Now on that long train ride home, I was an orphan in the twilight, praying that by daylight I might speak to my father's ghost. But no one came who shared my name till my daughter, with her 5-year-old eyes, asked me, where did Papa go when he died? Ah, the innocence. Oh, the mysterious afterlife. I said, honey, some people believe that when you die, you go to heaven. And there are angels there, they're waiting. There will be family with open arms. Still others believe that we are nothing more than stardust. We are coincidence, and to stardust we return. But the Buddhists believe that you can live a life of good karma, and the afterlife, it won't harm you. You can come back as a living thing, like a bird that sings. Oh, flying into the afterlife. So my daughter says to me, well then, could I come back as a puppy? I said yes, if what the Buddhists say is true. But then her voice changed and the tears came. She said, if I came back as a puppy, would I belong to you. Our innocence, karma and coincidence, the afterlife, the innocence, the afterlife, the innocence. All right, we got through it. Sort of. Well, what a beautiful night. Thank you so much for helping turn my mood completely around and feeling good about the universe. And nice work on the backdrops. It looks good in here, doesn't it? Cheryl, nice work. Yeah, got a quick trigger finger. That's clever. There's obviously a lot of love put into this place, a lot of thoughtfulness. Everything is just so well thought out, and the people that are working here all love what they do, and keep coming back. And I'll see you sometime next year, hopefully. This is a John Prine song. I hope you'll sing it with me. I am a woman named after my mother. My old man is another. Child is grown old. Your dreams were lightning, a thunder desire. This old house when it burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, but just a free-rounding man. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, the years they flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to believe this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening with nothing to say? Here we go. Flies from Montgomery, make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me the one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living is just a hard way to go. hard way to go. Good night, y'all. Thank you so much. Which is the new song I've already played. Because I want to get 2 videos of it. And these guys know what they're doing. I want to tell you a story, too, here. Y'all know who Ramblin' Jack Elliott is? He was the first person to sing Me and Bobby McGee. You heard it, and Chris Christopherson wrote it. He got a hold of it and he brought it to a show. And if you know Ramblin' Jack Elliott, he's completely out of his mind. He opened the show with it, and the audience went wild. Absolutely wild for it. You know, they just clapped and clapped and clapped. It was so good. Then he did one of his own songs. It seemed flat in comparison. So he played Me and Bobby McGee again. The crowd went wild. They laughed. After the applause ended, he played Me and Bobby McGee again. And again. And again. He played Me and Bobby McGee 11 times in one night. I'm not going to do that to you, but I'm going to play this fucking song twice. I need the help. All right. We'll do it with the harmonica. Money for a cab fare. My watch is broken and my shoes could use repair. I'm just sitting here in Times Square, newspapers blowing on through. And this here ain't my first time. You get a blanket and a meal when you kneel at the shrine. I'm praying for a lifeline when right there up over my head there's a spaceman billionaire on a billboard up over Times Square, spilling champagne everywhere and granting one wish at a time. I want a house with just a clothesline. Every man deserves his fair share. Give me a shovel, I'll dig a well somewhere. Give me a hammer, and I swear I'll build a roof right over our heads. But there's a spaceman billionaire. He's like a genie up over Times Square. He's spilling champagne everywhere and granting one wish at a time. I want a house with just a clothesline. Put a mansion on Mars, bring us luxury cars, make a disco ball out of the moon. It's a monopoly game, the pieces all look the same. He's the Big Bang's first tycoon. In the corner of the top hat saloon. He's a spaceman, billionaire, on a planet up there somewhere. Plant a flag and he'll declare, this world is mine, it's only fair. 'Cause I'm a spaceman, billionaire. He's a spaceman, billionaire. He's a spaceman, billionaire. I want a house with just a clothesline. A house with just a clothesline. Thank you for that, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bill. Good night.